2, 1, ding. Morning, everybody. Morning. Morning. Hold on here. All right. I've only taken one trade in gold, $400, 1 minute, done. One minute done. So what I'm looking at though, shoot, man, we might have a we might have a long setting up here off the prior day high in YM. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So we have the YM sitting at the prior day high at the same time that we have the RTY sitting on the red line and the 5-minute gold line. So, I mean, shoot, man, we blew right over it, went through the highs, came all the way down. This might be a great place for a rejection long. I got one trade for three net of commissions, $398, $400. I didn't even plan on taking a trade today. I really was. I said I thought I was going to just turn my charts on and just kind of walk you guys through some stuff because I have zero expectations to trade and make money today. And then I said, well, shit. Look at that trade that just set up. I was in and out in a minute. In, out in a minute. Same trade as you, Trader Joe, I believe. Same trade as you. Yeah. I think that's the one you described. Or it was JoJo. Maybe it was JoJo. You guys may have taken the same one. Hold on here. 938. No, I took the one at 932. $938 was a nice one, though. Good morning, everybody. Well, I think we have news. Don't we have some more news at 10 o'clock? I probably need to pay attention to that. Jesus. Yeah, business inventories, blah, blah, blah. Well, shit, good thing I didn't take that trade. I saw some news today. What the hell was it? Not news, but market news, specific market news. Where was it? Right here. Apparently, NVIDIA is down 6.5% so far this morning. That could explain why the NASDAQ is down much more than the other markets. Okay, there you go. Yeah, on the NQ dump. Yeah, I was actually looking at that NQ rotation back into the 5-minute gold line. I was actually looking at that. Jesus, now they're just dragging the YM and everybody with it now. Yeah, NVIDIA is just crashing over here. I mean, it's just tanking. It's just tanking. I think it's dragging everybody with it. I don't know the reason why. I just know I saw it flash across my screen. this morning. Oil's down because Ukraine agrees to most of the peace deal. Oh, isn't that exciting? That is exciting, actually. Very sad for the Ukrainian and Russian people that live in that area. Man. Wow. You got a runner? All right. So I wasn't here Friday, but I had a bunch of people send me screenshot and send me their P&Ls. Some people made some pretty good money on Friday. I think Orville made like $20-some $100. I never even looked at the charts. I haven't even looked at Friday's charts. I haven't even looked at Monday's charts. Okay. About Google. Good morning, everybody. So I caught one trade, which was a crossover retest of the gold line in gold this morning for $400. There's my $400. I didn't even plan on taking any trades today, but I mean, I was in and out of that one in a minute. And then I was really just going to come on here and commentate. And I said, well, damn it, I might as well make a little bit of money while I'm doing it. Might as well make a little bit of money while I'm doing it. Oh, man. I had a long weekend. Jesus. So the RTY has recycled a lot more than the YM. Yeah, I see that, Jeffrey. I'm a little concerned because the RTY went a lot further on this recycle because you'll notice they're moving in the same pattern. ES and the NQ were kind of moving in the same pattern pre-market. Now, since the market's opened, they've all kind of done the same thing. I would really like this to come up and test the prior day close first. Come on. I mean, there's 3 lines right here, which why should I be surprised that the current open The prior day close are all right next to each other, and so is the prior day open, and so is the prior day open. You know what? See the prior day open, overnight open, and the prior day close. You see all those right there together? You know what that's a sign of? Holiday trading. It's a absolutely perfect sign of holiday trading. Jesus Christ. That's amazing. I just noticed that. Holy crap. The prior day open and the overnight open are exactly the same line, plus or minus a couple ticks. Yeah, it was a nail biter for Notre Dame this weekend. I had barely cracked open my first beer and it was 21-0. I was like, well, shit. That's kind of what I was afraid of here. See how this one just kept, this is still, because this one ran way too far and this one hadn't run far enough. And they seem to be running together. So this one was lagging this one. The YM seemed to be lagging the RTY. Jesus. So did anybody trade on Friday? Anybody trade on Monday? Anybody make any money? Either one of those days? I know Orville did. At least Friday. I don't know if he traded Monday. He sent me his P&L on Friday. What was his P&L on Friday? Orville's P&L on Friday was, let me see here. Am I doing this wrong? $2,412. $2,412. Excellent. RJ Wheel. Excellent. Excellent. Good job, David. Excellent, Bruce. You're liking gold, aren't you, Bruce? You starting to like that? Yeah. When I finally got Jim to understand he should be trading gold based on the style of trading that he's using of the strategy, I think he just died and went to heaven. $3,000 on Friday, huh, Orville? Excellent. Excellent. $35 on Monday. Yeah, trader. I listen, Trader Joe. I didn't even plan on taking a trade today. I didn't even plan on taking a trade. Now I did, get my $400, but I didn't even plan on taking a trade today. And seeing this current open and prior day close and the prior day high, seeing all these lines together like that, that's not good. Yeah, well, and that's what I want to see get busy, by the way. I want to see a lot of NQ traders move to gold, because the more that move to gold, the smaller the gaps are going to get on the bid asks. I mean, that was always one of my frustrations back when gold was like $1,200 or so. sometimes the gaps in the bid ask can get a little steep. Good job, Uber Mike. There you go. There you go. Good job. Excellent. Well, it looks like all they wanted to do this morning was flush the market down and then roll it back up, which that tells me that later on in the afternoon, they're going to roll it back down again. This is all just, this is all pomp and circumstance to move the market. It's what it looks like to me. And then they'll lose energy later on. And it'll do just like it did yesterday. It'll end up closing out somewhere back in all the consolidation. That's the sign it's showing me right now. So you guys remember I reset my account on November 17th. I reset my account on November 17th to 23.75. I'm at 53.03. So I'm at $2,928 since the 17th. I think I only traded 3 days last week, and I'm technically one day this week. So that's pretty good. I'm excited about that, especially given the time of the year. Last week wasn't bad. I mean, there was movement yesterday. Yeah, thank you, Amelia. Yeah, I listen. I'm excited. I mean, Orville blows me away, and so does Jim. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I am. I'm fine. I am absolutely fine. It's more important that you know how to make money than the amount of money, if I'm making sense at this point. Ultimately, my objective is to slowly walk myself into adding contracts just to change my P&L. I don't want to increase the number of trades I take per se. And I think I'll be able to do that come next year. Yeah, I think I'll be able to do that come next year, because next year I'll have, the market will start coming back, say like January 15th or so. So I'll kind of keep probably taking this balance right here. Between now and Christmas, I'm thinking of trying to take this balance. It's 5,300 to like maybe 8,300, maybe another $3,000 in the first couple of weeks of December, and then kind of just let that sit till next year. And then after the first week of January, kind of maybe walk that balance up to maybe 12,000 or so. And then not as much of a drawdown. I drew myself down too much. The last 3 times I've drawn myself down. I've drawn myself down to 23.15, 21.82, and 23.75. I probably need to draw myself down to like $4,000, not $2,000. And then I might start walking myself into some more contracts. So I'm kind of thinking I might be there by February or so, to where I'm maybe doing 2 contracts in gold, for example. So I just it's just a thought going through my head right now. The best time to think about what you want to do is when you don't really anticipate making a lot of money anyways. Now, the funny part is the RTY pivoted off the close. when the YM was way the hell down here. Now the YM is pivoted off the high. Interesting. Did you get that YM short, David? Good for you. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, looking at it, it probably warranted me spending a little more time looking at it, because we literally ran through it and never tested it. But the more you guys sit here and rinse, wash, repeat these patterns yourself, I mean, the more you should be able to, again, do kind of the same things I'm doing, hopefully, like maybe get yourself funded with Earn to Trade or Apex or whomever, get yourself some money out, and maybe, put some goals together. I always like to use time between Christmas and New Year's and the time of the 4th of July to evaluate my goals and objectives in my business, trading, whatever. And then, and maybe you should, probably sit down and start thinking about that stuff yourself if you feel yourself progressing. And then, thank God the landscaper came here. I'm so glad he brought his lawnmower. Jesus. Anyways, to kind of put yourself in perspective for, what you want as your growth in trading. If you're experiencing growth now, no matter how small the growth is that you're experiencing now, if you're starting to see yourself becoming profitable more often and that kind of stuff, then just evaluate it. Evaluate yourself like Jim evaluated. I don't want to trade the NQ anymore. I want to trade gold. Okay, good. And then that's what he's done. And now that's what he does. Yeah, everybody's ninja rolled over in GC. Yep. By the way, there was a 1 minute gold line here in the RTY that I did not take. Yeah, Trader Joe, the damn landscaper showed. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but I can hear him clear as day right out here. Mike, Uber Mike, that's a good question. Uber Mike's question was, why don't I take my profit and put it in other accounts and then just use my trade copier? To be honest with you, one of the things I learned from trading using a trade copier with Apex was that, man, you can't see what's really going on. Like, you have to keep grabbing your this thing, whatever they call this damn thing again. And you have to keep looking at what's going on because you can't see those trades. I'd rather just start increasing my contract size on one individual account. Now I understand why it makes sense per se with say an Apex, but I don't know that personally it's going to make sense for me with a live account. Just a lot easier for me to trade right here. If I'm going to do 2 contracts, I'm going to do 2 contracts. Just 2 contracts in one account instead of spreading it out, because at the end of the day, all of it's my money. No matter if it's in one account or if it's in 3 accounts, it's still my money. Jim's done the same thing. I had this conversation with Jim. He was trading multiple accounts, and now he's gone strictly to one, and he just changes his contract size on that one. I've had tech issues with that stuff. Anyways, that's all. Yeah, that happened on a Friday. AO trades. I had 10 funded PA accounts with Apex, and I deleted a trade off my screen, or I can't remember exactly the scenario. It was a Friday afternoon, and I went to the hardware store, and I came back, and I'm just looking at the charts, and then I happened to look up at my P&L, and my P&L's, I mean, bright red all the way down. And what had happened is the sequence of how I deleted my main account trade order, was out of sequence with the copy or some bullshit like that. But anyways, worse than that was the trades were still live, sitting out there dormant on 9 other accounts. Plus, because they weren't tied to my main account anymore, they had no stop loss, no nothing. So they were negative trades, and they blew up all my PA accounts. Blew up all my PA accounts. Blew them all up. Something that never would have happened if I was just trading one account. And anyways. Yeah. Thanks for bringing up a bad memory. I would like to see the YM come down here to the top of the prior day high and then reject long. That's what I would like to see. Come on, YM. Come on. The ES red line was not valid, George. Do you need me to go over why? Okay, Uber Mike. Well, let me know how it comes out when you get it. Oh, David, I can guarantee there's a better trade copier out there than what I was using. I can guarantee that. Hell, I've had plenty of these, because of this YouTube channel. I've had plenty of companies contact me to use their trade copier and then, present it to you guys and all that stuff. I mean, I've had many opportunities to use one for free. But the one I had, I paid for. I mean, I paid for it, but come on, YM, pull down further. Pull down further. Come on. Get to the prior day high. Yeah, that's the one I had, was the Apex one. Come on, YM, what are you doing? Affordable indicators. Yeah, they're in my email about 10 times asking me asking me to use theirs, and then right here, Alex Daniels, urgent partnership pitch with affordable indicators. This is not BS, Bob. We're not wasting your time. I got the emails right here, man. I just, I just don't want to spend time learning. It costs me money to sit there and screw around with that stuff when I could just trade. You know what I mean? I would venture to say, Uber, Mike, that my troubles with Apex have probably been less than others. But I mean, in terms in general, but I mean, a lot of it has to do with my trading strategy. I mean, there's really not much to refute about my strategy. It's pretty basic. There is no cowboy shit. I'm not trying to get lucky. The kind of stuff that I know Apex kind of got sideways about with some traders, and then people got mad, yada yada yada. But at the same time, um, yeah, they're again, it was my fault that the trade copier issue happened. It's truly my fault. It's not theirs. Um, I know not to walk. I know not to walk away from charts without verifying that all my orders are canceled. I know to do that, and I just didn't do it that Friday afternoon. I know to do that. Just thank God I did it with PA accounts instead of real money. Jesus. So we had a situation here on this pullback that I was, that kind of invalidated this. For those of you that watch know, we went down, but we went inside here. So we don't. If this candle had stayed here, then we'd have been looking for that long. But this candle opened and closed completely below that line. Orville, by now you should have yourself an iPhone 17. You should have about 4 of them. Oops. It looks like this market has gone to sleep already. Look at the NQ. Look at the NQ over here. Right here. That is ugly. That is ugly. I was an Android user forever, Orville. And then I bought an iPhone for my business, really. I bought it for my business because my modular business, because I wanted to videotape my houses with an iPhone versus the camera that I had and the flexibility of doing it, without having to drag my camera around. And man, I'm telling you, God dang, the pictures and the pictures are, the pictures that these things take and the videos that they take, it's like, holy shit. And so these iPhone, I'm not an Apple fan per se, but these iPhones right here, I can tell you this iPhone right here has made me more money than you can imagine, just by the mere fact that I have the ability to walk around with it, videotape a house, upload it onto YouTube, and then my phone starts ringing with people going, "Hey, I want to buy that same house you just videotaped." I mean, it's crazy. And because of the quality of the videos, because it's, an iPhone, it's insane. You guys may remember when I first started this YouTube channel, I was videotaping it with an iPhone. That was an iPhone 10. I believe it was a 10. May have been a 12. I don't know. It's funny you say that, Orville. My daughter is coming home either tonight or tomorrow for Thanksgiving, and she's gonna work on my Apple Wallet because I don't know how to use the damn thing. And my business account that I have for my modular business, they no longer have a hard debit card. It's all virtual. So I have to get her to load that in my phone because I don't know how to use a digital business card. What the fuck are you talking about? For paying bills and stuff. So I'm with you there, Orville. I got to have somebody around to kind of help me out a little. But for using it as using it for camera, using it for videos and that kind of stuff, there is nothing better. It's amazing. It is truly amazing, the video quality of these phones. AMD is down 8.73%. AMD is down 8.73% right now. That just flashed across my screen. Well, we need the tech sector to flush. That's what we need. I can tell you that. And we need these people who come in here and spam the freaking chat to get the hell out of here. Come on, man. I need this market to move. I mean, look at that NQ. I mean, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Now the ES is stuck in the red line. If everybody sees the ES, yeah, AMD is down 8.73% right now. Man, that's just insane. So kind of pictorial of why the NQ is kind of stuck. Let's just talk about that. Might as well do some lesson stuff. So the ES is the red line is holding the ES down. And so but the NQ hasn't even gotten there. So it's stuck. It is stuck in limbo. And the ES just kind of keeps pushing price down. Because remember, these two are look at the pattern here. See this rotation down and then up, see this rotation down and then up. I mean, they're running the same candles. The problem is this one's lagging this one for resistance areas. Yeah. I have a young man that works with me sometimes, Get Busy, who's done some drones of my houses being lifted and put on the foundation and stuff. So yeah, every once in a while I get some drone videos too. Yeah, every once in a while I get some drone videos too. I don't have a drone. Jesus. Thank God I made my money early. Hey. Stop it. Well, let me look at this pattern here. So we blew over it, blew right through it, blew up, down, came down, blew up over it, blew right through it again. All right, so maybe the YM will cross over and sit on top of the prior day high and take a long here. I don't know. At the same time, the RTY is, kind of hanging out in limbo. So that's a good thing. There's nothing stopping the RTY from going long. So my daughter ran in the Philadelphia Marathon this weekend. First marathon she's ever run. She was a collegiate runner for 4 years, distance runner, but this is the first marathon she's ever run. And she finished in the top 10%. She qualified for the Boston Marathon. So that'll be what I be doing next, I guess, is going to Boston for a marathon. we doing here? Man, it is awesome. I know. She never ceases to amaze me, honestly. Wow, really? That's great. I've only run 5Ks and 10Ks. I've never run a marathon. Damn it. You didn't give me any space. You didn't give me any space. The weather was perfect because there wasn't any wind, and it was probably about 45 to 50 degrees. Yeah, she is. She's still interested in trading for sure. Maybe this YM will come back down. Come on down, YM. One more time. One more time. Jesus. Are we going to get a poke through? We would like to see what we would like to see is a poke through here. That's what I'd like to see. I would like to see this get poked through and then come back down. Did you get that, Mike? You got that long? Good for you. Thanks, Noah. Yeah, now this what we want is what it just did. We wanted that to break through that pivot. Now we want it to pull back. Excellent target there, Mike. Right back up at the pivot. Well, now the RTY is showing, hey, it's come to play because it's broken through the high and everything. So we really want that to come back now. Really want this to come back now. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Yeah, I see that. About the ES. Sorry. I mean, that should roll down. That's not a setup for the red line in GC. Took way too long to get there. There's no red line setup in GC. It took way too long to get there. You don't have all these meanderings here. And these meanderings are all to the long side. See these? Here's a bottom, here's a bottom, here's a bottom. These are all to the long side. You don't want price to go back to the red line showing that it's stair-stepping long if you're looking for the short. I get you, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, I like when that happens. When I look up and my target happens to be, oh, it happens to be at the pivot. Isn't that convenient? Right. Now, there's going to be a battle, George. There's going to be a battle at that red line, without a doubt, for GC. There's going to be a battle there, but it's not a tradable event for me. More of a tradable event, if you're looking at my screen, is like this. This is a red line. Crossed over, bam, gone. Higher pivot, bam, gone. Those are red lines because there wasn't any pivot, and these are long. So you had this pivot here, this pivot here, this pivot here. Your longs, it's pushing long. Your red line is not showing signs that it's going to push, that you're looking, if you're looking for a short, that you're pushing long with your previous pivots to the left. If you're looking for a short. Well, yeah, exactly. Not scenario by scenario. Not scenario by scenario. And keep in mind, when I'm telling you what I'm telling you, it's my perception of good versus bad trades. It's kind of like I said over here. I said in this gold area, there was going to be a battle here. There's no doubt there's going to be a battle here, and there is a battle. See, they're pushing it down. But I don't want the battles that I got to sit there and chew on my fingernails to see if I'm going to win. I want the one that boink, boink, I know I won. Damn it. Damn it. The YM's going to run away on me now. And keep in mind, the perception I'm giving is not what I think is going to happen per se. Because I mean, I obviously, I mean, I believe wholeheartedly that this red line is a line in the sand for direction. Okay. So I believe wholeheartedly this is going to push and fight. But at the same time, it's not quantity of trades I'm trying to get, it's quality of trades. So when this movement from this place to this place is more deliberate, then I'm expecting a deliberate response back, not just a battle. And that makes it a more qualified pattern in my mind. Doesn't mean that I don't think it's going to go short here. That gold is not going to go short. I do think gold is going short. The problem is it's going to be doing it in a big, huge battle. The YM. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I don't see the market really doing a lot today. Like, I don't expect it to go places. What I wanted it to do, so this YM, when it stuck its head through here, I wanted it to come back down into this zone so that we had space to go up. Our pivot high is right here. We rotated down to here. There's not much room between here and between our entry and here. That's a trade I don't like. Am I making sense? So my entry is off the break of this candle right here, right? Well, there's not much room from here to the high on my left. That's why what I wanted it to do was stick its head through and then come back and then give me space from the candle that breaks here back up to minimum here. Does that make sense? When you're taking a moving average trade, you want your rotation point that brought the trade to you to be far enough away that when you do get in, you have room to manage the trade into profitability. You don't want it to come back up and keep getting punched in the head. There's this rotated from here. We don't know the reason. So we want room in case that's some kind of solid line or something that's not on our charts. Now, the damn thing's going to work, obviously, here. But I mean, I don't want that stress. I want more like what happened here, the rotation up, then back down, and then bam. This gold. That red line in gold is still holding, but god dang, that is ugly. That is ugly. That is ugly. Jesus. Come on. And see, this is kind of what happens when there's not a lot of volume, is the movements just kind of have a tendency to just meander versus having deliberate pullback, deliberate push forward, deliberate pullback, deliberate push forward. I mean, the RTY's over here looking like it's taking a nap. It had a nice thrust up and then it's just stopped. Just keep in mind for those of you learning right now, today, tomorrow, these are not going to be the days that lay out smooth patterns with easy decisions. That's why you don't see me taking trades. So over here with the ES, we still have that problem where it's stuck underneath the prior day close. So I think this is what's holding up the market altogether, is this. Now, if it'll break out, create some space, and then sit on top of the prior day high, you might have some opportunity there. It's starting to break out. But look at 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's just battling here to go long. And I think that's what's holding up the rest of the market right now. Yeah, there's lack of conviction. And even the conviction, here's the problem. Even the conviction that does exist doesn't have the profitability offset from the trade to risk the loss, if that makes sense. Meaning that the expansions and contractions are too small. They're not worth taking a $300 risk, because even if it does rotate up, it's probably not going to give you a $500 win or $600 win. All right, well, the ES has finally cleared the trees. It's off and running, so it's dragging everybody else with it. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Let me refresh my coffee. I'll be right back. Jeez. What the hell's the ES doing, man? It's off and running. Wow. Jesus, look at gold. Let's glance at gold for a second. Jesus. What the hell? That is ugly. Oh my God, gold finally looked like it took out a bunch of stops, because it just popped right there. Took out a bunch of shorts that were in here. It just popped them. Bunch of stop losses on some shorts. That's what gold just did. Maybe it'll start moving here soon. I'll pay attention to it. Be nice if it would move. Now, that's, again, gold's been going to sleep after 10 o'clock until about 11 consistently for quite a while. And then it comes back to life again. So, I mean, I'm not really shocked that it's not moving right now. So everybody's moving together now. Can we see that? The ES is in sync with the NQ. The NQ is in sync with the ES and the YM and the RTY. So that's a good sign. But I think the lead dog is this one today because of how much we got hung up while this one was battling right here. All these got hung up. So we might have a crossover retest of the prior day high. Personally, I would rather see it come back down here and then reject because we didn't do it from the top in a while. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Come on back. There you go. Yeah, I would much rather see it from here and then rotate up. There we go. Look at that. That's what we want to see. We want to see candles actually having size, direction, deliberateness. I mean, holy cow. It's a novel concept. Keep going. Keep going, ES. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come down minimum here. Minimum to the close. Come on. Come on. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Jesus, it's like everybody's finally come out of their nap. Is anybody looking at the 5-minute red line NQ? Orville, are you looking at that? Or anybody looking at that? There's a potential over there for sure. Not if it breaks this pivot here, though. See, I don't want it to, you don't want it to break this pivot here, though, on the pullback. And it looks like it's about to. Jesus, got too many things going on at the same time. That ES has to find support for the rest of these markets to go long. That's pretty much what's going on right now. This candle is below the red line. This one right here. And it just broke that pivot. That's not good. Just broke that pivot to the downside. Just broke this pivot to the downside right here in the NQ. Well, that is not a good sign for me to take along at all. Wow. Shit, are you going to take a... Wow. Come on. Jesus. This is ugly. See you later, David. Good job. Excellent. That's a quality number right there. Take that every day. Take that every day. Take that every day for sure. Wow. Trying to see everything at the same time. It's kind of hard. I only got one screen to video on. Damn it. Jesus. The ES is reaching for the 5-minute red line. It's in limbo. I don't know that we're going to reverse anything until it gets there. It's like right there at its pivot right here now. Jesus. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back down. Come back now. God damn it. Come back down, come back down. Fuck. That was a 5-minute gold line trade, and I missed it. That was it right there. I missed it. It happened too fast. It went down one tick above this freaking line right here, and then it reversed too fast for me. God damn it. Fuck. That was a 1-minute that was a 5-minute gold line trade right there. Absolute perfect setup. Fuck, I missed it. One tick. When it came down, I missed the bottom of this pivot by one tick, and it shot right back up as soon as it did that. This should rotate. If anybody got that, it should rotate up to here. Damn it. The RTY did the same thing. God dang it. You caught that trade, Printer Trouble? God dang it. Frustrated, man. I sitting there staring at it. And once they dropped the finger to one tick from the one to the left, and then reversed it immediately. It was like a bullet. I was like, damn it. And I looking for my button to order. I missed it. Completely missed it. For those you watch, see this rotation off of the prior day high. They're seeking someplace to rotate from. That's what you got to understand. When they blow through a high, they're seeking someplace to rotate from. And you got the 1 minute gold line, you got the 5 minute gold line, and you got the 5 minute red line. Well, when this 5 minute gold line pivot to my left was here, the last rotation up, they reached down and missed it by one tick. If they'd have gone through it, then that would no trade. If they'd have gone through it even by a tick, no trade. But when they went and missed it by a tick to the downside, and it right there in front of me, that candle, as soon as they did that, it went green. I'm just like green, bam, like that. God. It's going to rotate up because now it's sitting on top of the 9 EMA. It's going to rotate up. God dang it. Frustrating. I'm sorry. They lull you to sleep, and then all of a sudden they put the pattern right in front of you. I mean, they were lulling us to sleep as I'm sitting here waiting. The whole time all those things were moving down, they were looking for a point of rotation. I knew that, and I'm sitting over here looking at the ES, and the ES did the same thing. It didn't break its pivot here as I was thinking it was going to the red line, and then wham, it just reversed immediately. Yeah. Yep. Now this is getting stuck because the ES is stuck. It's stuck in all these damn lines, but the trade is long. God dang it. That's my fault. That's my bad. I kept looking for who's going to find the rotation spot. I was intending it to be the ES. Turns out it was the YM, and it was off the 5 minute gold line, and it gave itself away. Gave itself away right there. Dirty. Gave itself away. How many times I've said in this channel, if you look to the left, it tells you the future. So the fact that they did not bring it through this pivot was the future. They're rotating it back up. God dang it. Oh, shit. Frustrating. Come on. Go long. The ES is struggling. Yep, the ES is struggling. Come on, ES. Start running long. Oh well. My biggest goal in my strategy is to find where the big green candles are going to be or the big red candles. That's so I can get in the trade and then be on the right side from the beginning. And all I'm doing is defending myself to whatever my profit is. And that right there was it. God dang, it was so beautiful. I just kind of lulled myself to sleep, sitting there staring, waiting for somebody to find a bottom. And again, read the chart, not the bias. And I allowed my bias to focus on the fact that I thought the ES was going to the red line. I allowed my bias to step in. That was bad. Still not going anywhere. I mean, on normal trading days, this shit would have already been up here. You'd already banging out your $1,000 or whatever. You know. Anyways. It's not an EMA. Oh, for the gold line? Now I don't normally trade off of it, but I have it on my chart for just this reason, to recognize it as a rotation point. But it's a 45 EMA. If you'll notice, it's very lightly colored. It's very lightly colored. Because I don't normally trade off of it. I don't even talk about it in my trading strategies, because it's harder for people to recognize that trade. But damn it, I recognized it and still missed it. But it's a 45 EMA, which simulates a 5-minute 9 EMA. Fuck. It's struggling. You'll see this is the pattern. See how it's holding. It's struggling to go where it wants to go, and the rest of them are rolling over. And so right now we've got a conflict, because the YM wants to go here. The rest of the market is still rolling over. Don't worry about it, Mike. It's not something to worry about. It's not in my trading strategy. It's just something that I have on my lines, on my charts for 5-minute traders. That is a 5-minute line. Fuck. God dang it. I can't believe I missed that. And you could see the 5-minute traders. So why is this hung up here? Because again, the big money is the 5-minute traders. So the 5-minute traders are trying to hold this thing up, because that's the pattern. While everybody else is rolling over, the 5-minute traders are trying to get it to where it's supposed to go, which is up here. And when you get on the right side of a trade with the 5-minute traders, that's where you've got to be prepared. For example, printer trouble. That's where you got to be prepared to look for bigger targets, because now you're on the side of the guys playing with bigger money. And so that's the only thing that has held this trade up against the downward momentum of the ES, the downward momentum of the NQ, is the fact that this was the 5-minute traders playing their reversal game right here. And that's where the damn thing's going. I told everybody here this was going here. Ah, damn it. Sure, keep on going. What a dog. Beautiful. Beautiful V shape. Beautiful V shape. If you guys look at the ES, you'll see what I'm talking about. So over here at the ES, look at all these red candles pulling it back. And over here, the 5-minute traders that trade the YM are like, F that, we're going long. I don't care where the ES is going. And that's when you're on the right side of a big trade. God dang it. You just need some follow through. In normal trading conditions, this would have gone up here probably in about four minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. You'd have gone from here to here. Normal trading conditions, meaning volume, market manipulators. And see this pivot here? This pivot right here never got compromised. The one that ran it to here. It never got compromised right here. God dang it. That's what you're looking for. Never got compromised. Yep. Oh well. What's gold doing? So gold, let me look at gold while we're sitting here. See you later, George. I don't know that I'm going to do anything tomorrow. I'm probably not going to. I've got people coming in from out of town tonight, so I'm probably not going to do a live stream tomorrow. Matter of fact, let's just say not, because there's not going to be good trading tomorrow. And I have people coming in from out of town tonight. So let's just say no live stream tomorrow. It's just not worth it. Just sit here and get frustrated. Kind of like this. This should have just this pattern should have V'd right back to here. Damn, beautiful setup. Absolutely gorgeous setup. God dang it. Frustrating. Frustrating. So frustrating. I even have Trade Saber and I missed that. RTY finally broke this pivot here. Came up to it, sat here. That was we didn't get the push through, the finger through the top, then the pullback. Notice the RTY is being held up by its 5-minute gold line right now. And then the 1 minute. 5 minute, then the 1 minute. This ES is just trash. This ES has reached trash level. Why is it trash level? Well, because look at this. Okay. So you got the prior day close, you got the overnight open. And where have we been since 10:30? Same spot. We had this one run up that gave us a little bit of hope that the market was kind of wake up. And then it's just done the same thing. So that's not very optimistic. And that's part of the reason why this is just sitting here. Because it's really trying to counter the activities of the ES. All right. Well, I am going to shut this down for the day. I got $400 in gold before the equity markets opened. Right here, 393. So I brought my 2375 balance that I had last week up to 5,300. With only 3 days of trading last week in this one trade I took today. I didn't trade yesterday. So going in the right direction. And then yes, and I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And don't let these guys steal your money, because this is not the ideal times to be trading. That's for sure. That's why I didn't plan on taking any trades today. And I did take one quick gold trade because he just slapped me in the face and made me take it. Of course, I wanted to take this one. I wanted to take that one. But anyways, and I missed it. But anyways, so I'm not gonna do a live stream tomorrow because there's really just no sense. We're just gonna get frustrated. We're gonna start raising doubt in our minds about what the patterns are and stuff like that. There's no sense in bringing yourself into a negative environment when you're trying to develop your skills. That's my opinion. Everybody have a good day. I will talk to you guys later. All right. Bye.